Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, the time the user did follow the error message. An angry professor and his coffee-damaged laptop gave me enlightenment and laughs. I deleted your email because it scared me. My computer takes 5 minutes to open an email, so I do my shopping on my other screen while I wait. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. The time the user did follow the error message. Okay, so LTL, FTP new account since the old one has identifying info. The usual. This happened a few weeks ago. I'm on mobile, so apologies in advance for any formatting issues. This is going to be a bit long. I work as second-tier/desk side support for the corporate office of a large Fortune 500 company. Basically, if the help desk can't fix it over the phone, they send the ticket to my team. $me yours truly. $us user. $users manager. $CW coworker. The ticket looked pretty standard. The notes showed the user was getting a Java error when trying to use a specific website. There wasn't much troubleshooting info, although that is sometimes normal for us depending on the tech who took the call. Some of the tier 1 techs are amazing, some not so much. I grabbed the user's info, head down to her desk and ask her to show me what was happening. $us I use this website to connect to $major retailer to update orders. Every time I do it gives me an error that my Java has to be updated to the latest version. I followed the instructions, but it never works. The help desk usually connects to my machine to fix it, and it works for a while. But the next time I log in, it gives the error again. $me, did you happen to notice what they did? $us, they just reinstalled it. But when I try it, it doesn't work. I have her show me the message, and it is indeed giving the error she described. I do the normal troubleshooting and check her version, which is in fact the latest. Reinstalled, no go. Check plugins, try using Chrome, all the standard stuff. While I'm working on it, her boss stops over to see if any progress is being made. This really needs to be fixed. She is the only one that does this, and $major retailer needs this updated today. This is a $9 million contract we can't afford to lose. Okay. It's about noon right now, so suffice it to say I start to get nervous. I ask for her info and go back to our office, so I'm not interfering with her other work, all the while questioning why such an important job doesn't have someone as a backup. Once I'm down in our area, I check her previous tickets. They all say the same thing: reinstalled. I sign her on to a loaner and check it again. It actually gives a prompt with a link to update Java on this system since it's still on an older version. Install the update and get the same thing. I start going deeper, check Java control panel, IE settings, antivirus, etc. Nothing works. Other sites that run Java work fine. I decide to check it on my system since I have the Java SDK on it, and lo and behold, it works. Thinking I have found the answer, I install it on the loaner, only to find it does not correct the problem. At this point, I receive an email from her boss asking to have it escalated. Unfortunately for me, there is nowhere to escalate it to. We have several specialized teams for advanced issues, but nothing for this type of problem. I respond that I will have another tech look at, and we have it as our highest priority. This is where coworker comes in. $me, hey $CW, care to take a look at this? Explains the problem and what I've already tried. $CW, okay, let me try it on my system. Maybe it's something installed on our systems that she doesn't have. He proceeds to go to the site, run the update, and get nowhere. I'm utterly stumped now. What the heck could it be? We both get into the Java control panel to compare settings, and that's when I see it. I'm running version HU131 and all the other systems have HU141. In my haste to test it, I didn't run the update prompt. I'm on an older version. This makes no sense, but since I've got nothing else, I figure I'll try it. I revert the loaner to HU131. It works. I head back down to her location and get her set up with instructions to not follow the prompts and error messages. While doing so, I figure out why the help desk had been able to fix it temporarily. We have a software center for installing company-approved programs, which includes older Java versions, for proprietary software that can't use newer ones. They had simply installed from there instead of using the Java website. Then when the user needed to connect a few days later, she followed the prompts and upgraded to the newer, non-working version. It's been a few weeks now, and she hasn't had an issue since. sent me an email thanking me for fixing it long term. So there you have it, the time the user did read and follow the error, and the error was wrong. An angry professor and his coffee-damaged laptop gave me enlightenment and laughs. Me, the green and keen PFY, junior sysadmin/support person, in the computer science department at a large state university, a couple decades ago. My first real job. Prof, the one rude and surly professor in a department otherwise full of wonderful people. PhD in computer science, but known for printing out his emails before reading them. Had two moods, yelling and yelling loudly. Boss, senior sysadmin, my boss, an effortless genius at solving bureaucratic and people problems. Unflappably polite, but also didn't take crap from professor. Scene, the CS lab. I was hard at work on something or other when Prof burst in. He never just entered quietly. He always burst in without any pleasantries and left without the door. Boss was respectful to Prof, but didn't take crap from him. So naturally, when Prof wanted to yell and badger at someone, I, being the PFY, was an easier target. This particular incident occurred about a week after he had used some grant money to buy the fanciest, most expensive laptop anyone in the department had ever seen, which he used for the arduous tasks of running Notepad and printing emails. Prof, yelling, "This laptop is broken. I demand that you fix it immediately." Me, let me take a look. Looks like you spilled coffee all over the keyboard. Prof, yelling loudly, "That is a ridiculous accusation. I resent that. I never drink coffee near the laptop. I'm a professor. Don't talk to me like that. I'm telling boss how rude you were." I wasn't super worried. Boss knew this guy. And how often his printed out emails had coffee stains on them. I looked closer and, before thinking, blurted out dash. Me. And cream, it would seem. Prof finds boss, calls him over, and angrily escalates to boss in my presence. Prof. And so I demand you fix it immediately. Boss, it doesn't even power up. We can't fix that. It'll have to go back to Gateway. Prof, it's under warranty. Make them fix it. Boss lets him dig the hole nice and deep. Boss, warranty won't cover a coffee spill. Prof, IT wasn't a coffee spill. I demand a warranty repair. Immediately. And we won't pay 1 cent for it. Exit professor. Now I am a green and keen PFY. What would Lassie do now? Me, what on earth do we do here? Boss gets a sly smile. Boss, ship it in for a warranty repair like he asked. Me, but won't they just reject it? Boss, of course. Me, but, Boss's smile deepens. Boss, and make sure to document for them that we refuse to pay even 1 cent for repair, just as Prof said. And so begins my enlightenment. Off goes the laptop. Prof stops by every day for the next week or two, asking if the laptop's back, if we've heard anything, etc. I'm sure the pain of having to print his email from a mere average computer was really getting to him. Finally, we get a package back from Gateway. I was about to open it, but boss says no. He calls up Prof to tell him his laptop is back. Prof, of course, rushes over immediately. Prof, So it's back. Does it work? Boss, here it is. We haven't opened it yet. Prof almost looks excited as he opens the box. There's the laptop with a repair order on top reading. Warranty claim denied. Rejection reason: system board damaged by dried brown and white liquid and smells of burnt coffee. It also, to add insult to injury hilarity, included a bill for the return shipping fee. Prof stood there staring. He literally got red in the face. He yelled some more. Loudly. Boss and I just sat there, trying hard not to grin too obviously. Finally. Prof, well, how do I get it fixed then? Boss, pay for the repair. Prof, all right then, send it back. Prof then looked at each of us intently, in an almost threatening manner. Prof, but it wasn't coffee. Got that? IT wasn't coffee. I deleted your email because it scared me. I had a woman once who had me set up a website for her on our network thinking that all she had to say were the words "make me a website," and it would somehow magically be set up with all the relevant information for her department. I set up the shell, sent her login information and a tutorial on how to log in, add content to the site, and that was that. A few days later she calls me up and asks for a meeting. I just had knee surgery and her damned office was all the way on the other side of the campus. So I had to walk all the way over to her office on a cane/W staples holding my knee together, and yes, she knew this, to deal with the following. Me: hi, so what's the problem you're having with the website? Her: oh, well, there's none of my content on it. Me: no, I don't do the content, I set up the shell, and I gave you access to log in. Her: you did? Me: yes, please open the email I sent you, it has login details. Her: looking through her emails. I can't find it. Yes, she goes to her trash, scrolls down and finds my email, it said login in it, which scared me so I deleted the email. I'm not very good with computers, so I don't like to use them at all. Me: internal monologue, oh yeah, I'm not helping this woman. Me: out loud, okay, well, I'm only the interim webmaster, so if you want something more complex you might want to wait until we actually hire a webmaster who can help you with all your content. Her: really? Okay, do you know when that'll happen? Me: we're flying the position in a few weeks, so sometime after that. Her: okay, thank you. And I leave. We didn't hire anyone for that position. They finally figured they weren't offering enough money for the position, so they upped the pay and flew it again. I applied for it and got the position. I'd been doing it for 3 years anyway. By the time I got the job, she's gone somewhere else, and I don't have to work on her dumbass site. I truly hope she doesn't work anywhere that requires the use of computers. How she got her BA with 0 computer skills is beyond me, but that's not the point. Anyone who just deletes emails because they don't want to do the work and just want shit to magically materialize for them can go directly to hell. My computer takes 5 minutes to open an email, so I do my shopping on my other screen while I wait. Had a call from a user saying her computer was always slow, and it took a long time to do anything. I attempt to start a remote session to have a look at uptime, because Windows machines seem to always have 20-ish days uptime around here. But the remote session fails to start. No problem, ConnectWise sometimes fails to start. I try again and get her desktop. I attempt to right-click on the taskbar and get nothing. I wait a few seconds, then try again. Nothing. At this point I tell the user I am coming over, cursing the remote software for not working well since the latest update. I wander over to her computer and attempt to right-click, not looking at her second monitor. I get the task manager up and notice it is being sluggish. I check uptime, 7 days. That's normal, shouldn't cause these problems. Then I look at her second screen. It is a Chrome browser, and the task manager tells me she has 120 tabs open. I have never seen 120 tabs on anything before. I close Chrome and problem is sorted. I tell her that she had a lot of pages open. Well, I need the tabs for my shopping. She sits back down and opens Chrome and reopens Chrome. When Chrome opens, it tries to open roughly 20 pages as default. Why do users do this?